with no hesitation. That should be the headline, but you know that it won't be. It'll be something like, cop kills man because he was selling pot. Cop kills man even though he said stop. He couldn't breathe. Cop kills man because he had a gun or not. See, as soon as they see us, they are ready to kill on spot. If you don't want to believe it, let's look at the facts. A cop shoots a black man in the back, Walter Scott. This tragedy happened in a daytime traffic stop. He was unarmed, not dangerous, yet he was still killed. A 50-year-old black man shot 8 times in the middle of a field. Walter Scott. See, it's police brutality, stripping away our complete humanity, making us feel less of ourselves, like our lives are just vanity. And then they have the audacity to make it seem like the world is not drastically divided. So let's talk about it. Sandra Bland, she was stopped. 3 days later, she was found choking in a cell. They call it asphyxiation. It's more like humiliation. And why does it feel like y'all have a determination to kill us all? Termination. I thought we were one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Sandra Bland. So let's talk about it. Tamir Rice. Help. There's a guy with a gun. He's probably a juvenile and it's probably fake. That's how the 911 call went. A 12-year-old boy lost his life that day because an officer was on it. Doing his job is what he said he was doing. No. Killing innocent people like their lives are just useless. Killing our race and then brush it off like it's bruises. And then getting away with it all. We're used to this. It shouldn't be this way, but it is, and it's ruthless. These people, the tears, the hurt, the pain. Because of an officer, our hearts will never be the same. Beating hella fast whenever a cop is in our vision. And because of an officer, these beautiful souls are no longer living. Terrence Crutcher, Oscar Grant, Freddie Gray, Antoine Rose, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, George Floyd, and all of the other lives that have been taken by officers. When will it stop? With my skin, racism will never end. Why? Because they claim us as ignorant? Why? Because our skin makes us different? Why? Because they give us a limit? With my skin, blacks don't matter. Why? Because they see us as a hazard? Why? Because they shoot and we splatter? It's like whites on top and we treading on a ladder? With my skin, I will always feel hate. Why? Because we aren't all the same race? Why? Can we all be in the same space without someone looking at me with this dumbass look on their face? But my skin's so precious, so fresh, so clean. Black don't crack, if you know what I mean. If we come as one, the more power we'll have. But they got us against each other, so racism will last. It's like they got a system, yes, they run it very well. If this was the afterlife, it's like all blacks are in hell. Because the color of my skin, everyone's so prejudiced, they think whites are the best. Hell, look at our president. With my skin, discrimination is still around. Why? Because they treat us like a dog in a pound? Why? Because when they see us, they frown? I know if a cop was to shoot, only blacks would be around. With my skin, judgment will always be a case. Why? Because you hate the color of my face? Why? Does it seem like y'all hate my race? We didn't choose to be here, it was just our fate. But my skin's so precious, so fresh, so clean. Black don't crack, if you know what I mean. It's time to take a stand, so let's stand tall and proud. Black is greatness, let's say it out loud. My skin, my skin, my skin brings power. My skin, my skin, my skin glows like a flower. With my skin, I won't ever fit in. My skin, chocolate and melanin.